Close your eyes. I'm going to paint you a picture with words.
Okay.
I'm driving down the highway at highway speeds. I've just gone to a drive-in and I've gotten a soda in a styrofoam cup. And it's the wrong soda.
Oh, you hate that.
I know. So I hurl the soda out the window, being a jerk, and it hits a car going in the opposite direction, also at highway speeds, pierces the windshield right in front of the driver, and kills her.
A styrofoam cup does that?
I know.
That is crazy.
As if simply littering wasn't bad enough, the villain of this myth allegedly killed the driver of an oncoming car with a styrofoam soda cup. Whilst traveling at highway speeds, our trash-happy perpetrator tossed his unfinished drink out of the window, which supposedly pierced the windshield of an innocent drive-by bystander with enough force to take them out permanently.
Okay, now I want to paint you a word picture.
I'm not going to close my eyes, though.
That's fine. This is a quick one. We make a cannon that shoots a cup of soda. Huh?
Really? I somehow pictured two cars going at each other jousting fashion, tossing cups out the window.
No. I figure we'll get exactly to that place. But first, we need to know what the cup is filled with. Is it soda? Is it soda and ice? Is it ice alone? Is it a slush drink? We have to determine what filling has the most power, and what's better for that than a cannon?
Well, all right then.
I thought you'd like it.
So before the highway trash jousting can begin,
I think that was a hit!
the guys are going to arm themselves with an indoor air cannon the size of the Large Hadron Collider. Well, almost.
I'd say that ought to do it.
Their goal is to discover which of the various possible combinations of cup contents will impart the most force on impact. And speaking of the force, here's the Yoda of soda.
So there you have it, our potentially deadly styrofoam cup. Now, for the purposes of our experimentation, I'm going to want to know exactly how much energy this cup imparts to something it hits, whether it's empty or filled with different substances. How am I going to do that? With this, a load cell. This little button here can tell me when I hit it with something exactly how much energy is transferred from the object to the load cell. But here we got an object that's too big and a load cell that's too small, so I'm going to increase the surface area of my load cell by placing it between these two nice heavy steel plates. Now, when this cup hits this first steel plate, that will transfer the energy to the button and tell me exactly how much energy this potentially lethal cup might have. It's ready.
With the force plate in place, the guys will be able to accurately compare the impact of each cup fired from the cannon.
Off at a rakish angle, I like it. So this is how this works. We've got our specially made pressure tank with a built-in fast-acting valve. Now when we open that valve, all that air comes out at high speed, heads straight down the barrel. Our cup comes out the end, hits this plate, pushes on the load cell. Bob's your uncle.
So, Robert's your mother's brother.
Every target needs a motivation. Yeah.
And Jamie is the light at the end of the tunnel. But before Jamie gets a face full of soda, 3D Jamie wants to check the cannon is working with some alternative ammunition.
Bet you've never seen a 100-mile-an-hour feather boa before.
An interesting choice, and surely a world first.
Ready for test fire number 1. In 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
That thing's got a lot of kick to it.
That's my new favorite toy.
Can a cup of soda thrown from a passing car pierce your windshield and kill you? To find out, Adam and Jamie first want to know which of the potential cup contents has the most forceful impact. How? Well, here's Adam with some science-y stuff.
Now, I've already explained that we're collecting the data about how much force our cups impart on this little load cell right here. But how does that work? It works when a little piezo element in here gets hit and creates a small amount of electricity, which is then collected by this National Instruments box right here. This box then sends that data over to David in his computer, who then informs me and Jamie of exactly how much force each of our cups imparts when it hits the target.
It's about to get really messy in here, so I'm going to take some precautions.
With the shop resembling a scene from Dexter, the wet work can begin. But before the testing proper, the guys want a muzzle velocity that simulates two cars approaching each other at highway speeds. A cumulative total of 130 miles per hour. So let's fire her up and find out what she can do.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
That was a lot of force.
Yep, a lot of force and a lot of fast.
190 miles per hour.
That's only at 20 psi.
It's a little bit fast for us.
And to dial that back, Jamie has a neat idea that accounts for the fact that the cups will vary in mass.
For these tests to be valid, all the cups have to hit their target at about the same speed. So after a lot of fussing around, I figured out that I can precisely tune the speed by the placement of the cup in the barrel. Okay, full cup of ice, 3 feet 8 inches. And that's how we're dialing it in. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
The final speed was 134 miles an hour. It's perfect.
So with their cannon firing at a constant speed, we'll soon find out who pulls the hardest soda cup punch.
Here's a little story I like to call, "Oh, this soda's no good. They didn't put any ice in it." I'm gonna throw it out the window.
1 cup full of soda, wrapped in plastic, shot out of a cannon at 130 miles per hour. Coming right up.
632 grams. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
That's too much fun. Oh, your laminated face is holding up quite well.
So I see.
You should consider doing that in real life.
Laminating my face.
Yeah. Just love looking at these like this. Beautiful.
Can you imagine what that'd feel like if that actually hit your head?
Final speed, 132 miles an hour. Awesome. What was the force?
3668.
That's the number to beat. Weighing in at 632 grams, a full cup of soda, traveling at 132 miles per hour, has 3,668 pounds of force. What's next?
Here's a little story I like to call, "Oh, I've ordered the soda, and I thought I got what I wanted, but I didn't order cherry cola, and this tastes like crap. So I'm gonna throw it all the way out the window."
In the red corner, weighing in at
649 grams.
is a mixed cup of soda and ice. Let's load her up.
That remind you of working with cows on the farm?
It does, actually. Okay, Bessie. It's gonna be all right. Firing soda and ice in 3, 2, 1.
It's not getting old.
No.
Wow. Speed was 134 miles an hour. What was the force?
4331.
4331, that's pretty significant.
Interesting. Despite a small difference in mass, there was a significant difference in the force of the impact. What's next on the menu of mayhem?
Blue slush. It's basically half ice, half liquid, all ground up real fine. Whether that translates to a higher impact or not, I don't know. Personally, I think it's all about the mass, but that's what we're going to test to find out.
Jamie's correct. Newtonian physics tells us, in a perfect world, providing they're all traveling at the same speed, the cup with the most mass will have the largest impact. And this puppy, if only just, is the heavyweight of the litter.
You think there'll be a difference between the blue stuff and the red stuff?
Only by a few photons. Slush drink in 3, 2, 1.
That is intense. That's what's making your lips blue. Awesome. Well, the speed is perfect at 134 miles an hour. David, what was our force?
4386.
Dude, I was hoping that would be the case.
So in the soda cup showdown, the slush packed the biggest punch. Why? Well, it could be the extra mass, or it could be that the slush mixture, made up of fine slivers of ice and liquid, enables it to transfer more of its kinetic energy to the target than the other contenders. Either way, we have a winner. The cup with the heaviest hit and the prettiest splash is the slush.
Well, Jamie's face has taken a proper pummeling. We have fired every combination of soda and ice that we can think of, and we've learned 3 things. One is that this room now looks like a frat house during the Roaring '20s when Jamie was in college. 2 is that Jamie doesn't seem to mind a mess in his shop as long as it's in the name of science. And 3, the most amount of force expended at Jamie's face, well, actually our load cell, was with the slush drink. That's what we're taking on the road.
In their quest to test soda cup lethality,
1.
Adam and Jamie have spent an afternoon firing drinks out of an air cannon at a laminated picture of Jamie. As you do.
I think your face is holding up surprisingly well.
Yeah, I don't usually react when I get hit in the face.
And so far, they've seen that the slush drink is the heaviest hitter. But is that power enough to penetrate a windshield and give the driver a severe case of dead?
Moving on.
I don't see why not. We have already determined the awesome power of non-trademark blue slush drink.
Well, what's next then?
Well, I think it's exactly what you stated at the beginning. We line 2 cars up facing each other, race towards each other jousting style at highway speeds, and I hurl a cup of blue slush drink right at your windshield.
I don't think that'd be a good idea. Let's say we hang a windshield off to the side of my car and we aim the soda at that.
Done. Let's do it.
And first up, down by the bayshore with a circular saw, savagely salvages some windshields. Or at least tries to.
Well, I'm feeling pretty beat. I haven't even got this windshield out, and already it's broken in like 4 different places. 6. I'm starting to think that there might be a better source for windshields. Isn't this simpler? I think so.
With his handy home delivery of windshields, Adam goes to work. By hanging them off the side of the truck and placing Buster in the hot seat,
Our crash test dummy will sit here.
they'll be able to test the myth in safety. Well, safe for some. You know it's going to be a bad day when you're painted bullseye red.
This may sting a little.
And out on location, it's time to paint a picture.
Here's how this whole thing's gonna play out. I'm gonna play the role of the passenger careening down the freeway at 60 miles an hour, sucking on a slush drink. I just got it, let's say the drive-through. Hey, that's not the one I ordered, I'll say, and cavalierly I will throw it out the window.
Flies through the air and smack, it hits our windshield.
If our cup happens to make it through our windshield and hit into Buster, well, we're going to have strategically placed shock watch stickers on both his chest and his head.
And that way we'll know whether he got hurt.
In case you've not seen them before, Shock Watch stickers are old friends of the show. They're a simple but effective way of demonstrating how much trauma Buster is exposed to. Any shock force above a certain value, from 50 to 150 Gs, causes them to break and register. So, Buster's ready. The course is ready. And after a couple of dry drive-bys, our drivers are ready.
Looks harmless enough, doesn't it? Could be deadly.
With blue slush in hand, let the lethal litter jousting begin.
Jamie, are you ready to go?
I'm in position and ready to go.
Jamie in the truck and our perfectly tame racing car driver in the car will take this first run at a cruisy 40 miles per hour.
40-mile-per-hour run with a real slush drink.
In 3, 2,
1, go.
In the next test, they'll be facing off at a more realistic highway speed of 60 miles an hour. But for the moment, Adam's just getting his eye in.
A little bit closer, Stig.
I think I might have hit it! Dude!
That's a hit. Look at that.
Wow, and that's only 40 miles an hour.
At 40 miles per hour. That is spooky promising for this. That was just a test run, and I didn't fully hit the windshield, and you're seeing a kind of shocking amount of damage from our 40 mile per hour run. That's awesome. I think we can tighten a lot of this up. I think Jamie could drive a little bit closer to the cones. I think my aim will get better as we do this. I love this rig. But right now, I feel pretty good about this one.
Controlled mayhem? Check. Chance of science? Aye. Happy MythBusters? Confirmed. Forecast? Ramping it up.
My vehicle, experimental. My weapon of choice, a potentially lethal slush drink. This is 60 miles an hour, Styrofoam cup with slush drink in 3, 2, 1, go! It's very exciting. Looking really good. I think that was a perfect hit.
I don't know about you, but that'd kind of bum me out.
That's a bullseye of bullseyes. Nicely done.
Perfect hit. The cup was aimed straight at Buster. So how did he do?
Checking Buster's vitals.
I can see them. They're all clean.
Yeah, he didn't take any lethal damage, but hell, if that happened to your car, you'd be a very unhappy, probably unsafe driver.
Well, not to mention the fact that you might well have a crash afterwards because you can't see anything.
Exactly.
There's no doubt the impact would have caused a crash. But incredibly, Buster seems to have escaped direct injury. And check out the big brain on Jamie because he knows why.
This windshield, like all windshields these days, is made out of laminated glass. What's that mean? Well, what they do is they take 2 sheets of glass and bond it together with a rubbery plastic in between. And that way, even though the glass goes all blotto like it does here, that membrane holds everything together. In fact, you can see on our high-speed camera how it ballooned out in the back when it got hit, but it didn't get a hole in it. Of course, sooner or later, we're going to put a hole in it.
Delicious MythBusters non-trademark slush drink. Icy, fruity, blue, and potentially lethal. Use with caution.
Extreme caution. Because throwing one from your car at 60 miles per hour does this. Remember, we do it so you don't have to.
Buster and I hope this provides a lesson in caution to anyone who would mishandle a slush drink. Not only is the primary damage to the windshield absolutely shocking, but the secondary damage, the effect of the driver not being able to see through the spiderwebbing on the windshield, would very likely cause a really bad accident. I would not have called that much damage. That is shocking.
It doesn't get much worse.
Well, if your name is Buster, it does get much worse because they're going again.
This time we made sure our windshield stays firmly in place. Now, on our last test, the whole windshield collapsed and fell out. So in a sense, it was absorbing a lot of the shock by doing that. And if we secure the windshield and make sure it stays firmly in place, what I'm hoping for is that the projectile, when it hits it, will concentrate all its energy in one spot. And it might just make it all the way through it.
All right, now you see them up ahead. I want a bullseye! I think that was a bullseye!
Time to inspect the wound. Oh, wow! Look at that! I am blown away.
That is penetration.
Did we trip anything on the guy?
It doesn't look like it.
So despite the promising-looking penetration, the windshield once again successfully dissipated the energy of the impact. Buster got wet, not dead.
Looks to me like the windshield's actually taking a lot of the load. It's absorbing it.
Yeah.
Liquid makes it through, but it's more of a splash than some kind of a cohesive lump.
Look, I have no doubt that if you took a hit from just the cup hitting you in the head at 120 miles an hour, it would kill you.
I think this windshield is protecting him sufficiently.
I do too.
Well, several destroyed windshields and several delicious slush drinks later, I'm pretty satisfied that a slush drink does not create a primary lethal hazard on the freeway. It's not going to penetrate your windshield and kill you. Make no mistake though, it creates a very serious set of secondary lethal hazards. One, it totally obliterates your ability to see through the windshield. Two, it covers you with sticky slush drink. Three, splinters of glass are covering your body and your face. All three of these things would be enough to cause a very, very serious accident. But as for the slush drink itself being lethal through a windshield, I say no. I say it's busted.
Busted, but the fun's not done.
At this point, we've seen that while this might make it through a windshield, if it does, it's not going to hit you hard enough to kill you, which begs the question, what would? That's where this comes in.
Yep, the soda cup of slushy will make a mess of your car. But smart, modern windshield design will prevent it from killing you directly. But can a can of soda? Cue the tense music.
Dun dun dun. What's this aluminum soda can full of soda gonna do when it hits this windshield? Well, I think we're all in agreement that it's gonna go through. All right, James Franklin Hyneman, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go! The question is, what will it do to Buster? And I'll tell you, I'd be terrified to have this go through my windshield. Another in a long series of things. What the hell am I doing?
Missing is the short answer. Missing several times. And even the occasional hit is a mishit. But nothing, if not persistent, our Yodas of soda are.
It's all down to this one. Will I make it? Will I have the accuracy? Crap, I hope so.
I think I hit it. A palpable hit.
Finally, a hit on the windshield. But Adam, using the sporting prowess he was born with, as in none, was wayward once again. A hit in the corner, near the frame, damaged the glass, but didn't threaten Buster. And with the team running out of windshields, they need a more accurate litter launching method.
Well, it's not a perfectly centered hit, but Jamie has, I think, a solution that he says is going to be more accurate than me throwing and hoping. I can't wait to see what it is.
Back at the shop, while Adam was preparing the windshield rig, it looked and sounded like Jamie was having fun.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of Mr. Hyneman having fun.
It's now clear what he was working on. And it's a clear case of don't try this at home.
Pretty simple. We've got an air tank here, which is a modified fire extinguisher, a fast-acting valve, an elbow, and a tube. You put the soda in here, you press the switch, out comes the soda.
Wow,
I call it my little pop gun.
that is awesome.
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Yep, in a strange mix of Mad Max and MacGyver, Jamie shoots at Buster with a can of soda from a shoulder-mounted air can. All in aid of accurately hitting the target, which doesn't happen on the first go.
Ho-ho!
Well, that's a neat hole, but I need to hit the dude.
Yeah, you want to go again?
Again they go, but again, no dice.
A direct hit, but still didn't hit the dude.
Once again, Buster sees soda and shrapnel fly past his ears. And as this is the team's last piece of glass, it's back to basics.
Looks like the only thing left to do is just shoot the sucker point blank.
Actually kind of curious how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, me too. Little pop gun in 3, 2, 1.
Wow!
Wow? Yeah. Not to mention, ow.
You killed him. You tripped all the Shockwatch stickers in his chest. Is this awesome or what? We tripped all 3 of Buster's Shockwatch stickers, which tells us something that we often learn at the end of an episode of MythBusters. Everyday objects can, in fact, be made lethal if Jamie builds a gun to shoot them.
Obviously, if somebody makes a cannon and fires a soda at you point blank, like I just did, you're gonna die. But a soda thrown out of another car into your car, Well, unless you crash the car because of it. Not so much. Where does that leave us?
Well, we were able to create a lethal beverage.
Yeah, but it was a can, not a cup. And we did that at point blank range.
Good point. But I have to say that the Styrofoam cup beverage, while it would do a lot of damage to your windshield, is not, at a primary level, lethal. That one is totally busted.
Yeah, it's busted.
Our work here is done.
Okay.
Nice gun, but you got some accuracy problems.
Yeah, I need to practice.